A big part of our business is salvaging old lumber, timbers, boards, beams, everything we can get out of these old buildings that were built here in Southwest Virginia back in the 17, 18, early 1900s. This happened to be a log cabin that was built around 1820. There was a huge addition on this building, so we actually had to come in and take everything down around it to get to the log cabin. Now, a lot of the times when we're taking these buildings down, we have to actually kind of burn everything that we don't want. And a lot of times there's a lot of metal in that. So as you see here, before the day begins, I'm going in the burn pile and just taking out all the metal. This house actually had metal shingles. So there was a lot of metal and things that I had to kind of separate and go through. All this goes to the recycle center. So every morning when I come in, I have an audience here of 50 head of cattle, and I separate all the metal and get ready to start burning again. So here you see I'm just taking the metal out of the burn pile and getting ready to start burning again. A lot of people have asked me as I'm tearing down these old buildings, is, gosh, I thought you were going to salvage the building. I thought you were going to take all the wood. Unfortunately, we can't take it all. If I was to go in there and actually take this house down piece by piece, I would lose money. We're taking down the parts of the building that were built around the 1920s, 1930s. A lot of additions went on to these homes back in the day. There's just a lot of stuff in here we can't salvage, but there was one thing I wanted to salvage, and that was this door. I really liked the craftsmanship in it, and I was surprised to see this was the original door. This door was actually all put together with square nails. This door was built when they actually added the addition onto the log cabin. And back in the day, late 1800s, early 1900s, if you lived in an old hand-hewn log cabin, you were considered poor. So what people would do is they would actually go around and they would put siding on their log cabin. And around 1900, 1910, when they added to this log cabin, they installed this door. So it still was put in with square nails, so I'm dating this door to be about 120, 130 years old. And my daughter's getting married this summer, so she asked for a salvaged, rustic, cool door. And I said I got just the door. So I put a little effort into taking this door out, and I wanted to really save this for her. The panels beside the door with the glass in it, those are actually called lights. And when I'm taking those out, I'm going to take this door out piece by piece. Hopefully I can keep it all together. Didn't really want to save the glass in it. And this is going to be a great piece for my daughter's wedding. When we first go in and take down an old building, I'll send my crew down. We'll take all the pieces out of this building that we can actually salvage and things that we can use. We are actually able to go in this house and take all the siding down on the interior walls, and it actually went into a barnuminium. A friend of mine was building a barnuminium and wanted some reclaimed flooring. So we took all the walls down. They were 10-inch wide art pine boards. We resurfaced them, we tongue and grooved them, and he put them in his barnuminium. So one thing about me is I've been in construction my whole life. I've been a woodworker my whole life. So how do you do two things? I actually work construction during the days for the last 35 years. But even in Vermont when I was young, I always had a woodworking shop. I always did woodworking on the side. I always tried to make it part of my life. And it was when I was in construction that I actually started seeing these trees and these old buildings that we would tear down to make big developments or schools or any type of building. We were having to salvage and waste all these trees. And that's where it came to me, why are we burning that? Why are we putting that in dumpsters? Why aren't we salvaging that? And that's kind of what got me going in the whole reclaim thing, was being in construction, tearing everything down and wasting it. And I always felt like there was a purpose. And that is what has started my business today, was that purpose that I thought, all this wood can't be wasted. We've got to salvage it and reuse it for something. That's where me being good with equipment, me being able to run an excavator, which I've done for the past 35 years, and able to salvage these old buildings like you see here. And my little mini excavator, as big as this house was, I can walk up to a building with that thing and say, no, I don't care how big you are, you're coming down. salvage all the material and stack it away, bring it back here to the shop, and make beautiful furniture. Otherwise, this building would have been just brought to the ground by Mother Nature, wasted, rotted away. But if I have anything to do with it, I'm salvaged every single log I can. I'll stack it away like you see here, bring it back to our shop, and we will make beautiful furniture.